Hey, everybody, welcome to Lords of the Night. With me, as always, is your Lord of... Oh my God, I was going to call you the Lord of Penetration. Your Lord... Fuck.
I think this might be a record for how quickly you fucked up a stream.
It's not. I did it once on like the first word. Guys, your Lord of Punishment, Scribe, say hello.
Hi.
Your Lord of Pennies is joining us as well. Say hello, Satsu.
What it do?
And our special guest tonight, your Lord of Poppy, the Lucky Pop-Tart. How are you this evening?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I am well. I am your Lord of Pain and your Lord of fucking up intros, the Ranting Monkey. You know, I was going to start the show by saying this is the show where we don't know what we're doing, but we try to make it look like we do. And instead it came out Lord of Penetration.
You just acted it out.
Yeah, I don't even know where to go after that. So
it's all downhill from here, basically.
It is. Welcome to the shit show. You know what? I do know where to go from there. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Yay.
Yay.
Sure in Florida.
Did anybody honor my ancestors and get drunk today?
No,
I'm poor.
I had a couple of Jack and Cokes. I got a little buzzed. Didn't get quite drunk because I had food on my tummy.
Oh, okay.
I honored our ancestors by being broke.
There you go.
I ate Flamin' Hot Cheetos, so you're welcome.
I had French fries. Those are potatoes.
Potato.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cheetos have nothing to do with being Irish, but all right.
Are you sure? I don't know.
Yes.
I'm
actually pretty sure.
Blame Monkey being drunk for messing up the intro. I wish I could drink. I can't with the muscle relaxers. I just can't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm high instead, guys. Yay!
Yay!
It's a legal high. YouTube, don't demonetize me for that.
Right. It's doctor medication. It's different.
It is Cultural Appropriation Day. I didn't get to enjoy it at all. I stayed inside all day.
Did you wear green at least?
Hell no. I got green in my blood, bitch. I don't have to do that.
Whoa, are you
Irish
Vulcan?
people don't have to wear it.
No,
Irish people don't have to wear green. If you pinch an Irish person, you get punched in the face.
That's right. And then you see leprechauns. And rainbows. Anybody have anything before we start?
Monkey Dick, Jim Jones movies. Hit that like button if you have not already. And if you like the stuff we do, if you hate the stuff we do, if you're kind of neutral Switzerland on the stuff we do, share it with everyone you know on Twitter and Facebook and email and MySpace and Friendster and AOL
Friendster.
Instant Messenger. Yeah, remember Friendster?
Yahoo Chat, yo.
Yahoo Chat, baby.
Oh God, that's old school.
Poppy,
Yes.
tell the people who you are.
I'm the Lucky Pop-Tart. Monkey renamed me Poppy, so most people call me that now.
Everyone spells it wrong.
Everyone spells it wrong except for Monkey. You see, Puppy Hater just proved it. But yeah, I stream with the Lords of the no. I'm streaming with the Lords of the Night now. I stream with the minions of the
Yeah, my best friend is Blair White, by the way. Everybody knows that, right?
This was her announcement that she was like, fuck you guys. I'm
over now.
We're replacing the black guy, guys.
Yeah, well, that was quick. Diversity hire.
Real quick. Thank you, Flair Fritz. You had the tranny on last Saturday and now the broad on tonight. Damn, this show is going downhill fast. Thank you for the donation.
Screw you, Fritz. You're just jelly. Shut the hell up.
Wow.
Sorry, no, I pick on Fritz constantly. But I stream with the Minions of the Zoo, and I'm a keeper on Sunday night, which is what we call our host because it's the zoo, you know. And honestly, wrangling in all those crazy people is really hard.
You have a lot of great people over there.
You can find me on Twitter at LuckyPopTart81.
There you go, guys. This is Poppy. Poppy has been encouraging me for a long, long time, and I love her. And I told her a long time ago that I would have her on the show, and you guys know my memory. So I forgot completely about it until she reminded me. Guys, if I ever tell you that I'll have you on the show, remind me. And if you ever need on the show and you can just go, Monkey, don't you remember? And I'll be like, oh, sure. But
wow.
I'm just trying to help people out.
Take advantage of the cripple, everyone.
That's right. That's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
Lord of Penetration, do we have news?
Who could you be speaking to?
You.
Oh,
for tonight, you're the Lord of Penetration. Sorry.
Oh, God. All right. Well, we do have news. Not much, but we do have some. So CNN Politics has given us a overview of all of the crazy stuff that has happened at the White House since McCabe's firing, because apparently that was a domino in a larger scheme. Apparently. I don't know exactly how, but I suppose CNN will tell us. So Manic Morning, just another manic, raises stakes for Mueller probe.
Stakes.
Watergate had the Saturday Night Massacre. Now, this generation's White House scandal has its own iconic moment. You know, as many scandals as this White House has had, the iconic moments outnumber anything Watergate ever had. They call it the Saturday morning meltdown. That's real catchy.
What about the Friday firing? Because that's what we're really talking about.
There you go. The firing of former FBI director Deputy Director Andrew McCabe in the pitch dark of a Washington. Boy, this is sounding very Edgar Allan Poe all of a sudden. In the pitch dark of a Washington night, unleashed a sudden chain of barely believable consequences and revelations in a frenzied few hours on Saturday. The Capitol reverberated with claims by McCabe that President Donald Trump orchestrated his ouster to cover up his own obstruction of justice.
Oh,
does it sound more exciting when I read it like that?
It does. Real quick, thank you, Chaos Eve. Chaos says, "Hi, Poppy." Husky voice. "Hi, Monkey."
Trump himself presented the episode as purging the stench of corruption at the tip of the Washington establishment. Jesus. Consistent with his mission. It does, because I'm thinking at the tip of the Washington Monument for a second. I thought he was going to say, that's very phallic. Consistent with his mission to drain the swamp. Quote, "There was tremendous leaking."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that
helps. Oh, my God.
Quote, "There was tremendous leaking, lying, and corruption at the highest levels of the FBI, justice, and state," Trump tweeted, consciously escalating his war with what supporters see as a deep state dedicated to his destruction. McCabe's firing by Attorney General Jeff Sessions also blew the lid off a boiling feud between retired or fired intelligence agency giants like ex-CIA Chief John Brennan and fired FBI Director James Comey and the President of the United States. Their fury unfolded in an astounding blast of threats and insults, made possible by the cathartic properties of Twitter, a medium unavailable to the protagonists of previous Washington melodramas. Jesus.
How great would it have been if Bill Clinton could have used Twitter?
Oh, God, he'd still be president.
I didn't fuck that bitch, which is true. He didn't.
He'd still be president if he had Twitter. The bitter exchanges hinted at conversations going on inside the Oval Office after one of the president's men, personal lawyer John Dowd, issued a prayer for the termination of the Russia inquiry, then hurriedly trying to fix his mess, insisted that he wasn't actually speaking for Trump himself. And yeah, he did say, "I pray that the Mueller investigation ends," or something. The open warfare between the White House and another top FBI figure dealt another damaging blow to the image of the Bureau itself, revealing how deep into the political mire it has slipped since being embroiled in the toxic 2016 campaign politics. And revelations that McCabe had both kept Comey-style memos of his conversations with the president and that McCabe had been interviewed by the special counsel's team stoked new intrigue around the question of whether Trump's obstructed justice stoked new intrigue around the question of whether Trump obstructed justice by firing his first FBI director who was leading the inquiry into whether his campaign colluded with Russia. Ultimately, Saturday's events served to reveal the expanding web of vendettas and alleged skullduggery clawing at the heart of America's government that potentially threatens the long-term health of the nation's democracy itself.
Real quick, thank you, Ashley Mented. Just wanted to say hi to everyone. Hi, Ashley. Hope you're well.
Hi.
I swear, whoever wrote this really wants to be someone who writes novels.
This guy is something. This guy, I tell you what, I actually appreciate that he's adding a little flair to it. It's just on the cusp of overdoing it, but
okay,
getting that sweet spot.
I have a question. This came up last night after we were done on the show. I was arguing with people on Twitter. I have a problem with how they fired McCabe. I don't have a problem with them firing him. Them waiting 2 days until his retirement, though, this was a vindictive move. It was done just as a fuck you to him. And I have a problem with our government being used that way. If the moment they thought he should be fired and had enough information to fire him, that's when you do it. You don't wait until 2 days before his fucking retirement and go, oh, by the way, you're fired. You don't get your pension now. Am I wrong in that? Am I wrong in thinking the government shouldn't be used that way?
You're right, but I'm going to say you're wrong because fuck you.
Shit.
No, you're right. I mean, there was no plausible reason to do it then rather than a month ago.
Exactly.
Except to just burn him and like hold out the hope that maybe he'd be allowed to retire and get his full pension. But now they've put, I mean, whatever else the guy did, and so far I haven't heard anybody say that he's done anything illegal or anything. He just might have. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I've heard illegal.
Okay, well, unless or until he's proven to have done something illegal, he was scheduled to retire at the end of the week, and he's put 20 years of public service in. Now, if part of those 20 years was being a criminal or something, that's a whole separate prosecution. And I wonder if you can get your pension rescinded if you're found to have committed crimes on the job after the fact. That's a question for the chat. That's an odd question, just came to my mind. But anyway, regardless. Yeah, no, this is just a vindictive move and using presidential powers to be a jerk.
In chat, somebody said they waited for the OPR report and it just came out yesterday.
The OPR report. You have to remind me what that is. The Office of something else. I don't know.
Yeah, someone else said he lied under oath, and I'm just like, okay, but what politician hasn't?
I don't know. I mean, it sure smacks of vindictiveness. I mean, if there is a actionable reason why, but then why did they release the OPR report 2 days before he retired?
Yeah, it's the Office of Professional Responsibility.
Okay, was that scheduled a long time ago? Again, hey, I'm completely willing to be corrected on this. It just seems like it's awfully sneaky.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something that says that's when it came out.
Okay.
You can read something else or something. I'm going through some news stories here.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's and then they go over the firing of McCabe. Well, let me see. Maybe they say something in the story about it. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. Office. Responsibility. Okay. Oh, so professional.
Did Satsu turn into a chick?
Well, the article doesn't mention it at all, but
chick version.
I don't know if that's the case. Anyway, while Monkey does some research. Oh, you have a super chat.
Oh shit! Sorry guys. Yeah, when I'm reading, I don't have that up. I got a couple of them. Thank you. Nope. Did Satsu turn into a chick? That you read that one for me? Yeah. Thank you.
You welcome.
Prospero. He lied under oath. He's lucky to have been fired. The Inspector General report was in the offing. If he lied under oath, he still needs to be prosecuted for that. Whether or not he was fired 2 days before he was due to retire or not, lying under oath, crime. So let's see.
Well, Monkey does research. We had a couple of corporate fighting stories today, which were kind of interesting as far as headlines. And the headline to this, I think, is misleading because it seems to imply something that might not be the case. We'll find out. Facebook suspends data firm with Trump ties.
Real quick, according to this story, it was issued on the 14th. So, okay, that makes more sense.
All right, so the report confirmed his misdeeds, and so they fired him as a result. Is that the...
And recommended firing him, yeah.
Oh, it recommended firing him on the 14th.
That makes a lot more sense. All right.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for pointing that out. I forget who it was. Guys, yeah, there's times we don't know. It was Matt K. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm happy to be corrected because it's, I mean, in the absence of any other context, it seemed like an awfully kind of shitty thing to do on the timing.
Yep.
But if that was it. Anyway, so let's see. Facebook has announced it is suspending Cambridge Analytica. That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. Cambridge Analytica, a data firm with ties to Sorry, what?
It sounds like an encyclopedia.
Oh, the Encyclopedia Analytica?
Britannica.
A data firm with ties to President Donald Trump's campaign over concerns about violations of the social media site's policies. On Friday, Facebook's president...
ask for nudes from children?
Wasn't that 2 weeks ago with the survey?
Yeah, that was a bad joke. Keep going, penetration.
On Friday, Facebook's vice president and deputy general counsel, Paul Grewal, said in a detailed statement that a University of Cambridge psychology professor, Alexander Kogan, had passed Facebook user data he gained through an app onto third parties, including Cambridge Analytica, a breach of the social media site policies on protecting people's information. Did Cambridge Analytica know they were getting information collected underhandedly?
Or does that even matter?
Gerwald said in the statements that after the discovery of this violation in 2015, Facebook demanded certifications from Kogan and all parties he had given data to that the information had been destroyed. Despite telling the company that the data was destroyed, the Facebook statement said it recently received reports that indicated otherwise, and was suspending Cambridge Analytica, its parent company's Strategic Communication Laboratories, Kogan, and another person he shared the information with, Christopher Wiley of Unoa Technologies, I guess. Good God, this does sound like a sci-fi movie.
Real quick, P-Dog, Lawyer Dog, thank you for the donation. He says he's also eligible for part of his pension, but if he's found guilty of a crime, he will lose it completely. Talking about McCabe.
Okay, interesting. Facebook's move to suspend Cambridge Analytica came just hours before the New York Times and the British newspaper The Observer both released reports that raised questions about the handling of Facebook data by the company and its associates. Oh, so they're trying to get ahead of the story, I see. Didn't work. In a statement, a spokesperson for Cambridge Analytica denied that the organization is in violation of Facebook's terms and said it is in communication with Facebook following the news it had been suspended from the platform. So the headline would make you think that they were suspended because they were tied to Trump, but that's not
even close.
Yeah. Thanks, CNN. Good. Yeah. Clickbait.
Of course not, because fuck off. Anyhow, what else? Fuck.
Do you guys like corporate? No. Hold. Let me finish my sentence. Interrupting person thing. Good God.
Go on, Helmet Boy.
Do you like corporate espionage?
I actually do in movies.
Do you like competing fuck apps?
Yes.
All right. Well then, Tinder sues dating app Bumble.
Bumble?
Have you
Who picks up a date on Bumble?
Let's get to the story. Poppy. Tinder's parent company, Match Group. Wait, is Match.com the owner of Tinder?
That would make sense.
That'd be interesting. Is suing competitor Bumble, accusing the female-friendly dating app of patent infringement and stealing trade secrets.
Ooh.
The lawsuit filed Friday in Texas said Bumble is virtually identical to Tinder, the app that popularized the swipe right to like, swipe left to dislike functionality. Bumble copied the, quote, word-changing, card swipe-based mutual opt-in premise, unquote, of Tinder, the lawsuit says. The complaint also says that Bumble's co-creators are ex-Tinder employees, and the app has rolled out two new features that were, quote, learned of and developed confidentially while at Tinder, unquote. Bumble has become a fierce competitor to Tinder since it launched in 2014. Bumble's differentiating factor is that only women can make the first move. But Match confirmed last month it plans to launch that feature in its own app. So Tinder's going to defer to women as Bumble has deferred to women. So isn't Tinder now stealing ideas from Bumble?
Yeah.
In the complaint, Match says, quote, it applauds Bumble's efforts at empowering women, both in its app and offline, and cares deeply both about its women users and about women's issues generally. Of course, virtue signaling. This case is simply about forcing Bumble to stop competing with Match and Tinder using Match's own inventions, patented designs, trademarks, and trade secrets, it says.
What trade secrets are there to hooking up? I mean...
apparently only letting women do it.
There's going to be a fight.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the benefit, I suppose. If you're in California, especially, if you end up getting matched on Tinder, you know that there was consent to start off with.
No, if you get matched in California, you know there's not consent. Don't fuck that person.
No,
Scribe, can you do me a favor?
I can.
Can you do? Can you do Let's Get Ready to Bumble in the announcer voice?
Yeah.
Let's get ready to bumble.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Right. There's a ringtone.
I'm still wondering who decides to make a dating website and then call it Bumble. That sounds like a horrible name for a dating website.
That sounds like some shit you get from a fat chick.
I think you can think of it this way: if it has to be initiated by the female, then you've got the queen bee dealing with all the drones.
Oh my god!
It's my guess. Just my guess.
Stop trying to rationalize it.
I can't not rationalize things. That's how my brain works.
Well, it just so when you're bumbling something, you're usually not doing a good job at it. So you're just saying, like, using this app, you're automatically saying, "I'm a bad lay." I mean.
Yeah, dude, I bumbled the fuck out of that girl last night.
And Monkey is going all training day in the chat, apparently.
I've been using that recently. I can't remember. I think I started it because of Weibo.
Okay.
But occasionally people make King Kong references to me, and I have to say it.
King Kong ain't got shit on me. Yeah. That was a great line from Denzel Washington.
I love it in Malibu's Most Wanted, too.
Oh my god, I hate that movie.
That movie was awesome.
I hate it so much. Squishy loves that movie.
That movie's great.
It's terrible. Okay,
did you ever watch the Jamie Kennedy Experiment?
I did, unfortunately.
A long time ago, yes.
He used to do that character as posing as a date or as a fiance to some white chick with really uppity parents.
Oh god,
it was great.
So that's all the stories I had queued up. I don't know if anything more exciting happened today, but those were the things that popped out to me.
Yeah, I spent all day online and I didn't look at news once. If it wasn't on Twitter, I didn't see it.
I just did my video this morning and I was like, "Yay, I did something," and that's pretty much that. I
swear there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember it because I'm me. So let's move on to MSS News. Guys, if you have stories you'd like us to take a look at, hit us up at the hashtag MSS News on Twitter. We try to get to them all. Don't get offended if we don't get to yours, please. We really do appreciate you guys helping us out with that. You guys rock.
Okay, I guess this is a real story. Oh, God. Okay, this comes from Corey Sasuke. All right, I'll just read it as it's written. Nintendo has revealed Luigi's penis, and fans are going nuts.
What?
Yeah, okay. First, it was Mario's nipples.
Oh, God.
I must have missed that one. Now it's Luigi's penis. As Nintendo's 3D graphics get more detailed in the newest generation of Mario games, the two famous brothers are being rendered as human men with all the human parts, not the chubby Italian Ken dolls of yore. Of course, people have always wondered what's going on down there. No, I haven't.
I don't think anybody has.
Monkey turned into an owl there. And now they know, thanks to a very revealing screenshot of Luigi's tight shorts in the upcoming Mario Tennis Aces.
Okay, so it's not literally his penis.
No, it's a bulge. It's a bulge.
I've been playing Mario games since I was like 14 years old, and I've discussed video games many, many times. Not once has anybody ever started a discussion with me about what the Mario brothers have in their shorts?
No, I've had people wonder what Donkey Kong's thing is like, but never the Mario brothers.
Oh, dude, like you should have seen because the Mario thing was from the new Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey. There's like a map where you're on the beach and Mario has no shirt on, and they're like, "Oh God, Mario has nipples," and I'm like,
"Yeah,
oh, okay." And the internet like literally went to shit because people were losing their minds over this massive discovery.
Somebody should totally put Mario's head on Ron Jeremy's body.
Oh, I think Ron Jeremy actually has cosplayed Mario at one point.
Yeah, I'm sure he has. Anyhow, sorry.
As with the Mario nipple reveal in Super Mario Odyssey, fans seem to be divided on Luigi's bulge. God damn it. There are those who think it's unnecessary and wish they'd never been made to contemplate the lanky cartoon mustache man as a sexual being, and there are those who are absolutely thrilled that Luigi's slightly above average D has become part of the Mario canon. The first group, as a popular tweet by Christopher Butcher pointed out, said, quote, "The fact that people are trying to figure out Luigi's dick size because of Mario Tennis Ace's artwork proves how disgusting most of you are and that the human race is a mistake." That's hilarious.
I'm having a difficult time disagreeing with it.
Yeah.
Confirmed, Luigi has a bigger dick than Weibo.
Oh.
Well, he don't need a racket.
Let's see. What's this? This one comes from senior staff reporter and chief Florida correspondent Colleen Bernier. Cheeky monkey, hello monkey, pulls down tourist's top, exposing her boob on Thai holiday.
Yeah,
and there's video.
It's great.
Oh, and how is this news? This happens all the time.
Can I get a clip?
Can I get a link?
Oh, it's just for research.
I just saw it. Yay!
Kitty.
I'll send it to you, Satsu, so you can watch. There you go.
Yay!
Let's see. A cheeky monkey left a tourist red-faced after pulling down her top and exposing her boob. Brittany Bowman, which sounds like a comic book character name, was traveling with friends when she visited Chiang Mai, Thailand, to visit the local primates. Nervous Brittany from Los Angeles let the baby jump up her leg and clamber up her shorts. While attempting to swing up to her shoulders, the monkey grabbed onto her off-the-shoulder black top and almost revealed the whole breast underneath.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. So almost worth it.
Almost worth it.
Okay, what else do we have? That's a story,
First
guys.
mistake.
Just no.
Yeah, first mistake is letting the monkey climb you. Don't do that.
Monkeys are cool though, and they like boobs as much as the rest of us.
Oh,
monkeys are awesome, but they will steal your shit and tear up your shirts. They just do that.
I see a pattern forming with Colleen's stories today, so this also comes from her. Apparently, this happened in Russia. Pop star caught performing sex act on TV host during live footage streamed at a fashion show event.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay, a Russian pop singer has hit back in anger over footage that claims it shows her giving a hand job to a TV show host during a fashion show. Yulia Berg was caught on camera apparently performing a sex act. That's it's not a sextant. It's a sex ant. New superhero on Pornhub. Sex act on Dmitry Torin at a show by designer Bella Potemkina in the capital city of Moscow. The video, which was filmed by an eyewitness with a smartphone, appears to show Berg vigorously massaging Torin's groin under his jacket while looking the other way. Torin is seen kissing her neck and whispering into her ear in the clip, which is proving popular with viewers after it was shared on social media. I cannot imagine why.
All he got was a hand job?
Well, he was in a crowd. They were like in the audience of people. And so, yeah, she totally is. She totally is. I just watched the first couple seconds. Yeah, she's jerking him off. So there you go. Okay, is this also
she can at least spit on it.
And Mashisu is sending us a story from 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Current events.
I'll just read the headline because I think I remember this story from way back when. Muslim claims he didn't know rape was illegal, spared prison by UK court. Yeah, I remember hearing about that a lot. Let's see. Oh, okay. Fox News. Okay. This also comes from Meshisu. Outrage over New Yorker mag's repulsive body shaming of President Trump.
How old is he?
President Trump.
70s.
70 something.
Okay, go ahead.
The prestigious New Yorker magazine is under fire for its latest cover, which depicts President Trump addressing reporters in the nude in an unflattering illustration that mocks his appearance. Is that like the emperor has no clothes kind of thing?
I would imagine so.
That's what I imagine. The magazine tweeted an early look at this image, and it was immediately met with criticism. While many critics chimed in with responses calling the image disgusting and repulsive, others accused the image. Okay. Others accused the image of mocking the president for his physical appearance, which is generally frowned upon in the current cultural landscape. A quote, I dislike Trump. Sorry?
Sorry. I said, but he's a white man.
Well, yes, but
that's okay.
I dislike Trump, but they could have done without the body shaming, one user tweeted, especially considering that is a culture we are all trying to get away from.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. What do you mean
all
we?
Trying to get away from.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that happened, and it's a cartoon, guys. Don't know what to tell you.
In play, he's a 70-some-year-old man. What do you expect them to draw him like?
Okay. This one comes from Jack the motherfucking Cockring. What is this? Okay.
Oh, real quick. Hi, Quill. Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you, bud.
Holy cow, Quill. So this is an article from the National Association of Scholars. Ooh, sounds high-minded. From suffrage to suppression, women now lead in anti-speech sentiment. Ooh.
Not surprised.
2 recent polls, one of them not being Weibo, one that sampled college students and another that sampled Americans in general, highlight a disturbing trend among women's views on free speech rights. While there are many women who support robust free speech rights, and many well-known women who have made their career working as advocates and activists for free speech, as a group, women are increasingly hostile to freedom of speech. Women are not a group. They are a demographic. What was this from again? This is from the National Association of Scholars. All right. Good. All right. Just this week, Gallup and the Knight Foundation released their newest poll of college student attitudes towards free speech, and college women did not answer well on questions of protecting free speech. When asked how important it is to protect citizens' right to free speech, a very slim majority of women, 51%, that is a slim majority, responded that it was extremely important compared to 62% of men. One of the questions that received a lot of attention asked students which was more important to a democracy, protecting citizens' free speech rights or promoting a diverse and inclusive society. This question wrongly implies that the two concepts are mutually exclusive. Except for how they define diversity and inclusion these days.
Well, it's still a good question because it is asking you which one is more important to you.
Mm-hmm. Because you could have free speech. Yeah, it's true. But which is, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, it's a priority question.
So this question wrongly implies. Okay, the National Association of Scholars. Okay.
Excuse me. I see what the author's trying to point out there, but they're wrong because it is a question of priority. It's not a question of you can't have both of these. It's if you can only have one, which is more important to you.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate question.
Because it says which was more important to a democracy. More important to a democracy? Yeah, free speech. There's no. I mean, I don't think there's even a doubt if anybody knows what the foundations of democracy require.
I would agree with you.
Because I mean, diversity, as I said, diversity and inclusion have been made into such amorphous terms, and unfortunately, the way they're used in a lot of places now, they are race-based.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an abstract concept of just diversity of, egalitarianism. It's an abstract concept of anything but certain races, genders, sexualities. Let's see. David French at the National Review writes, oh, good, another Brainiac. At first, I objected to the question. We are not forced to choose between inclusivity and free speech, but on reflection, I realize the question's worth. That's exactly how free speech debates are framed on campus. Advocates of free speech are often cast as enemies of diversity and opponents of inclusion. Students are told time and again if they value historically marginalized communities, then they should endeavor to protect them from problematic or offensive speech. Yet that line of thinking posits a false conflict. No one is more empowered by free speech than the historically marginalized and dispossessed. Right. Writing in 1860, Frederick Douglass rightly declared free speech to be the, quote, great moral renovator of society and government. He argued that, quote, slavery cannot tolerate free speech, and that, quote, 5 years of its exercise would banish the auction block and break every chain in the South. Mm-hmm. Very good. Also at National Review, Kyle Smith writes, the question on everyone's mind was, how can it be that free speech and inclusion are opposites? That's not what the question was saying. The whole point of the First Amendment in its clauses on both religion and expression is to protect the right to think and express unpopular, minority, even radical views. Yet the question in the survey was cleverly phrased. It unveiled the troubling truth like so many other euphemisms, inclusion has come to signify its opposite. The important student constituency of the Democratic Party simply revealed that it is what is true of the left overall. When they say inclusion, they're talking about exclusion. Very good.
The problem here is they're focusing on the question rather than those results. That result is fucking frightening.
Mm-hmm. It is. 51% is, that's...
51% of people think free speech is more important to a democracy. That means 49% think diversity and inclusion is. Right. Diversity and inclusion mean fucking nothing.
Yeah. Trust me, after doing so many videos on corporate diversity and inclusion programs, there is no definition.
Well, the bottom line is the diversity inclusion that they enjoy now wouldn't even be possible without free speech.
Ding, 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 ding.
So like, regardless, you can't have one without the other. And I didn't even think about the fact that minority people have benefited from the concept of like true free speech more than any other group, because that's how, they got out of the fucked up positions that they were in. People were able to speak out. People were able to openly protest and, say what they felt. And this is where we are now because of that. And they're like, we don't want that anymore.
And that's why you see people trying to beat down free speech, because as long better arguments are going to win. Will you have some setbacks? Absolutely. But the better argument, the more logical argument, over the long term, we've seen it win time and time and time again in the US. We saw it with slavery, even though, that ended up in a fucking war. It ended up in a war because these people were passionate about their arguments. And then we see it in the civil rights movement. We see it in women voting. We see it all over. It's all because we're allowed to fucking speak and make good cases for this shit.
Let's see. I think this is referencing.
Sorry, Poppy, did you have anything to add?
No.
Okay. I don't want you to be left out and jump in.
Poppy's got a front row seat, man. She's probably sitting in her chair on her knees. Like,
Monkey, stop oppressing the only woman in the room. God damn it.
Yeah, you can't make her speak, you fucking misogynist.
Yeah, exactly. That too, patriarch. Let's see. Ellie the Enthusiastic Elephant sends us this one, and I think this is in reference to what I was told earlier today about the situation in China as a video is about to play. Okay. China's government is about to be massively restructured to fit President Xi Jinping's agenda. From a powerful new financial regulator to a super ministry to deal with the environment, wide-reaching changes to the way China is governed were passed by the National People's Congress, the country's rubber-stamped parliament, on Saturday. Experts said the sweeping reforms were some of the largest since the end of the Mao Zedong era in the 1970s. Clearly, Xi is shoring up his power, but I would suggest that China also wants to do more than anything else. But also, China also wants to do more than anything else is define a mode of government which is not liberal and at the same time is predictable, reliable, which is safe for business to invest in. Didn't he just basically declare himself leader for life?
Yeah, basically.
Today? Yeah. Let's see. It comes just after a week after it comes just a week after the term limits on the Chinese presidency were removed by the National People's Congress as part of a power grab by Xi, which effectively allows him to govern for life if he chooses. Yeah. So China now has a dictator.
I'm shocked. A communist country with a dictator?
I know, right? A communist dictator. Imagine that in this day and age. Hi, Putin. Oh, sorry. What else?
Hey, Pat. Nice to see you, bud.
It's Pat. It's Pat.
Yep.
Not that it's Pat, like from
Petunia.
It's Pat on Patty's Day.
How many more do you want me to do, Monkey?
What time are we at? Actually, let's stop there tonight.
Okay.
Because there's other things to discuss this evening. So let's get into YouTube time, and we will start with Poppy.
Yes.
What'd you do? What have you done? What do you do?
What do I do? Well, today I didn't actually do anything really. I went to my sister's house and watched movies. So
that's doing something.
I went to I was on a live stream last night with Chaos 120.
How'd that go?
Pretty good. They're a little bit of a wild bunch. I was like, I kept saying, I'm not sure if I took drugs and just forgot. Like, but yeah, it was fun. And they have a 3-hour stream too, last night at least. I guess they forgot they, usually end them within an hour or two. So that was we ended at like 1 a.m. for me. I showered and just passed out.
Nice. Sylvanas, hi. I'm sorry I didn't say hi.
I just got asked in chat if I like black guys.
Well,
I don't dislike black guys. I mean,
that's not good enough.
On the guy. Well, I mean, I'm not going to put them in a whole group. Yes, I love every black guy out there. I mean,
she has never met a black guy she didn't like.
Good thing. No generalizations. I'm proud of you.
It sounds like a Pornhub movie. How you only host on Sundays? Yeah, Sundays on the Minions of the Zoo. How often are you actually on the show?
Well, of course I'm on every Sunday, and then it just depends. Like, there's like 20 of us, so people just send out invites, and if I'm invited, I show up. So sometimes it's like 4 times a week, sometimes it's once on my night. Just depends on how often I get invited.
Who's your favorite other minion?
Oh God. You're gonna start shit.
No, my next question is gonna start shit.
I guess at the moment I would say Polydub because we talk every night here lately.
Okay, who's your least favorite?
Oh boy.
You don't have to answer that.
I don't have one.
There you go. That's a good answer. That's a politician answer. Satsu.
I did a video on a kid who got in trouble for deciding not to do the 2 options that were given to him during the walkout, which was walk out or go to the student center where they were, if they didn't want to go out and protest. So he decided to stay in the classroom because he felt that if he walked out, he would be supporting one thing. And if he went to the other place they told him to go, then he would be lumped together with the people who disagreed. So he said, I don't care either way. I'm going to stay here. And he got suspended. And the reasoning for that, I guess, was he was supposed to be under teacher supervision, but he chose to stay there instead. So they suspended him, which sounds a little weird to me, but it is what it is.
A student got suspended for staying in class.
Yeah, because he was unsupervised is the story they're going with.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Anything else?
That was it. Other than we're going to be killing some zombies tonight on 2 Cents Plus. we had a very good run yesterday. For some reason, yesterday just went really well for us.
Until I was stupid and died.
Yeah, Monkey.
It was my fault, entirely my fault.
Yeah, and then he spawned on top of a water tower and jumped off because he didn't see the ladder.
It was fun. Awesome. Anyway, I was kind of high at the time to defend myself here.
But that's it. That's it for me.
Scribbles.
I didn't do anything today. I took a day off from stuff because I did the video yesterday. But I am pondering doing a quick little live stream tomorrow morning to rant about the second season of Jessica Jones.
Cool.
I finished it last night, and I force myself to watch these things so I can have an informed opinion on the Marvel properties as they come out and everything, whether they're good, bad, or otherwise. Mm-hmm. And I think this was as bad or maybe just marginally better than season 1. And by marginally, I mean by the thinnest of split hairs, because good God, short version, it was maybe a 6 to 8 episode story stretched out into 13. And it didn't. Anyway, I'm thinking about doing a quick stream tomorrow morning. I'm not going to announce it, just be surprise, I'm streaming. So that's it.
Yes, Data, that is true. Satsu and Monkey killed the chat. They played till past 3 a.m. last night. Yes, we did.
We streamed for 4.5 hours, and Priestess was not happy with us.
No. She was trying to make it the whole stream and missed by about half an hour. That's all I did was play 7 Days to Die with Satsu last night. We finished up on our original serving, or our original game. We started a new one. We haven't killed the other one, but this one is where we're going to be playing for a while. Satsu 2 cents, where is 2 cents plus? It is on YouTube, and it's just exactly how you spelled it there, Charles. It is the number 2 cents, CENTS plus PLUS. There are no spaces. Make sure to watch us tonight. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. And I knew this was going to start crap, but okay. Chaos, sweetie, I love all of y'all. Chill out in the chat, and Hammer, no, you're not my least favorite, okay?
Is there some shit going down?
It was a little bit earlier. I just didn't want to interrupt y'all. Everybody was like, everybody was popping out with, I was supposed to pick Chaos, and I was like, I do love Chaos.
Scribe, can I ask you a question?
You can.
What's it like to work with somebody who doesn't want to interrupt you?
Doesn't want to interrupt me.
Yeah,
and yet does.
No, Poppy didn't. Did she?
I don't think she did.
Poppy just said she didn't want to interrupt us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have accidentally interrupted Scribe a few times, but for the most part, I try not to interrupt people while they're talking.
Well, he was saying he was pointing out the change of pace, but that shit went way over your head.
That's why he's a Lord of Penetration tonight.
Well, when you said working with some, obviously my brain just went a different direction there. So
it's those two Jack and Cokes he had.
Yeah, it must be. I'm just drunk.
He's like, Poppy who?
Like who?
Scribe, this is Poppy. Poppy, that's
no.
right.
When you said how does it feel to work with someone, and I thought you were talking about you and or Satsu, because I was like,
shit.
Because Poppy, Poppy's a guest. I'm not saying anyway. Whatever. My brain did not process your question the way you intended it to be taken.
Does not compute.
We fucked up the opening. Now we fucked up a joke.
What do you mean we, white man? What do you mean we fucked up the opening?
Monkey just put an Xbox game in a PlayStation.
Oh my god!
This is a group effort. It is.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'll keep that.
There is no monkey in team. Wait, that's not right.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, let's see.
That's because I'm here. Nobody knows what's going on.
YouTube drama? Oh, we just had it here.
What just happened?
Yeah, me and Scribe gonna throw down.
Let's talk about that shit.
Let's get ready to bumble.
We are not bumbling, motherfucker.
No bumbling. No bumbling here. No.
Let's just turn into a whole different stream.
Yeah, we got to
I
go.
know. I might need to jump off if that's going that way. I'm just saying.
Monkey would never approve a date with me.
Oh, she's gonna jump off, and Monkey's gonna jump off.
Ew.
Cloudy says, "Is Poppy actually talking?" Yes, she is.
Oh my god.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's not me impersonating Poppy.
No.
Wouldn't it have been great if Poppy's voice sounded like Satsu, though?
Oh
No.
my god.
That
That would be a very unfortunate life to live.
Oh my God.
Well, not that you have a bad voice. It's just, I'm a woman, so
Yeah.
that would be odd.
Sounding like fucking. Never mind. So Monkey's going for blood sports.
No, not blood sports. That's gay. We're gonna Grecian wrestle. That's manly.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Pancration.
I feel like you picked the worst sport.
That was on purpose. We all are killing my jokes tonight.
Well, the guy who asked if I like black guys is now asking if I'm his ex-girlfriend. So.
Wait, what happened?
All right. He's asking if I'm his ex-girlfriend. I'm pretty sure no.
As far as I know.
Bloodwing says we need fanfic of Monkey and Scribe bumbling. N was in the chat earlier, and he's done that before.
Oh, a lot.
Oh,
wait.
So
YouTube. Okay.
I'm sorry. I just remembered it was Bloodwing who called me mediocre.
Oh. Is that because your videos aren't 45 minutes long?
Maybe.
I just give him shit about his videos because if he talked like normal people, they'd only be 10 minutes long. Somebody gave me shit today, accused me of purposefully stretching out my latest video to 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah. By the way, this is a video I forgot to put my outro on. If I was going for time, my outro would have been on there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway,
Monkey, at this point, how do you forget your outro? You've been doing these videos for over a year now.
There's times where I've forgotten to put my avatar up there as I'm talking. As you're making a video, it's very easy to just forget stuff sometimes. You're ready for it to be done.
You wouldn't be asking those questions if you watch Monkey play 7 Days to Die.
Oh, you're not nice.
I have. I've watched both of y'all play.
Jacob says, hasn't someone accused you of that before? Yeah.
Yes.
I do not stretch out my videos like that on purpose. Monkey's a forgetful cripple. Yeah, I am. Today, right now, actually, Andy Worski is over there defending himself against charges of sexual assault.
Oh.
Yes.
What's his name? The Jack Cochran sent us the story, and we basically covered it yesterday. Right Wing Watch accused Andy of sexual assault because on a Kumite show he admitted to stealthing. For those of you who don't know what stealthing is, that's when you're having sex, decide you don't like the condom, and you slip it off without telling the chick. I've actually had quite a few conversations about this today because I can't make up my mind on whether or not I think that's sexual assault. I think it's scummy as fuck. But I'm not sure it should be illegal.
I'll say what I said on Twitter. Either if it's rape or stealthing, I'm still stabbing a bitch.
Well, enough. I think, all right, if we talk about it from the angle of just consent, she consented to sex with a condom. She did not consent to sex without one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I look at it.
Okay, but this is an example I used on there because we've had this discussion on stream before. That back when SDA was with us, so I'm interested to get more perspective because I really am wrestling with this. I have not made up my mind. If a woman is giving you a blowjob and she says, "Don't come in my mouth," and you do, is that sexual assault?
That's more of an
if you do it on purpose. Like
Yeah.
if you know you're about to go, and she said she clearly said
you're about to go. There's no accidental coming in a woman's mouth. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't ejaculate, do I? Well, not the way.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen your videos.
There's pre-ejaculate. It can start before you really fully orgasm. It can.
Yeah, but she didn't specify don't pre-cum.
Well,
here's another.
So taking off a condom is an intentional act. And if there was an agreement,
So
I mean, it's well, no, hold on. I look at this from an angle of negotiation, because this is something that's very important in the BDSM culture. Okay.
Sure.
And just to be slightly serious about this for a minute, because a lot of people make jokes of this stuff. But if someone has something about their physicality or their sexuality that they do not want that line crossed, okay, that is discussed ahead of time, and responsible, consenting, and respectable adults don't cross those lines intentionally. Now, there is the possibility that someone makes a mistake in the heat of passion, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I've often advised people, if you're not sure about a partner, tell them you don't like something that you don't mind, just to see if they have the self-control not to do it. Like if they say, I love pulling hair, and you say, well, I don't like to have my hair pulled. And then see what they do. And if they do it and they realize their mistake and they apologize or move away from it or whatever, okay, this person is being at least conscientious about it. If they do it and they don't say anything, they don't care, they're probably not a match for you. In this instance, you are intentionally removing something that presumably was agreed upon before the act began. Mm-hmm. At minimum, that is a breach of trust. But it is sexual assault, because now you're being penetrated with an object you did not consent to having in your body. You consented to have a condom-encased penis in your body. Now there isn't that, without your consent or knowledge.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Let's say that you're with this woman and you guys have always used condoms, okay? Mm-hmm. But you guys go to have sex and she doesn't actually ask you to use one. Are you obligated to use one then?
You're obligated to ask.
Why?
Because like if you're gonna not use one and you always have, then you need to ask. I mean, okay.
No, I get what you're saying from an ethical perspective. I'm talking legally, because this is being called sexual assault, and that is a very specific thing. That is a criminal offense.
Well, I mean, I think it still could be considered that way legally, because the knowledge that you possessed beforehand, you made a conscious decision with that knowledge in mind. You know what I mean? Like, you knew that you always did, but you made that decision on your own, which means two people weren't involved in that decision, and you did it without their knowledge or consent. So,
but
I mean,
she agreed to sex.
Hold on, Monkey. If someone agrees to be finger banged and then you put your dick in her, is that sexual assault?
That's different, though. That is
no. I agree to have a condom encased penis put in me, and now you have without
you
my
agree to
knowledge
have
or
a
consent.
penis put in you.
No, it's not the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, hold on. In a way, it is the same thing, but you agreed to have a penis put in you. You did not agree to have sperm put in you.
But that is a possibility even with a condom.
Yes, but taking off the condom,
100%.
Taking off the condom is an intentional act of putting an object in someone that someone did not agree to have put in there.
Yeah, intentionally is the key word there.
No, it's not the same.
You're comparing a finger to a penis. That's not the same as a penis or a penis with a condom. Those are not the same. A penis with a condom can be just as it can get you just as pregnant. It can give you just as many diseases as a penis without one. You're not going to get pregnant from somebody sticking a finger in you. So that's different.
Okay, so
those are different sexual acts.
Eating a candy bar with the wrapper on is the same thing as eating the candy bar.
You're still eating the candy bar.
Yeah, you're just eating a wrapper too. But I don't know. I don't agree with the people who say it's rape. I don't consider it rape. I don't even know if I consider it sexual assault. Like I said, I would still stab someone for that shit, because like there's a whole different level to regular, like sex with a condom and sex without a condom. It's two different levels. And if you don't trust a person enough for that, yeah, because like, I don't know where your dick's been. I'm just saying. Like,
I don't. Oh, real quick. Hammer says it's great to finally see you guys disagree on air.
We disagree a lot.
We do, but I'm not necessarily disagreeing with these guys. I'm trying to challenge myself here.
Yeah.
Because these are the things that are racking my brain, the things I can't bring them to, and this isn't so much a disagreement as a educational opportunity for me.
Well, so, and just to be clear, I am being a little bit devil's advocate here, just for the sake of the conversation, because I could see it going both ways.
Sure.
I have a bit more lean towards what I have been saying, simply because of my experience in negotiations for sexual intercourse and such, which is different than just dating and such, because it's much more structured. And you have a super chat.
Thank you, Gregory Hurst. I want a penis in me. Still advertising, Scribe?
No. I've got something like that later. Wait for deep topic time.
Here's the thing. This is the problem, because Scribe, I agree with you. The emotional part of my brain and half of the logical part of my brain are like, this is assault, because you're right. You agreed to have sex with a condom, but the other part of me is like, but it's still just a dick. And I'm having trouble with those two. And I don't want to fill up the whole thing with this. So,
fill up the whole thing.
So that's my statement on it. But if you guys want to say more, go ahead, and then we can move on to deep topics.
I got asked in chat if I would stab them with a condom. No, because condoms don't make people bleed.
There you go.
They're all crusty.
I just keep it simple. Just thinking about it on a basic consensual level, if she didn't agree to it and you did it, especially, and not on some Lacey Green level contract every 5 minutes check-in shit.
Yeah.
But some
sure.
This is what we agreed on, and this is what's happening, but I'm gonna change it without telling you situation. Like, for me, that's a violation.
That's where I go back to, what about coming in her mouth when she said not to?
Yeah, and for me, I think the same way about that too, because if she told you not to, you agreed not to, you said, okay, I'm not going to do this. And at that moment when you're about to come, you're like, this bitch don't even know.
Oh, by the way, if you splooge in a chick's mouth who told you not to, you're a fucking dick. And I hope something bad. I hope she bites your dick off. I really do.
I've heard of it happening, but
I know. Yeah, I know.
Thing.
That's it.
I think of sex a little differently than most people do, to be honest, nowadays. But I mean, it's not just STDs or babies and stuff like that. When sperm breaks down into a woman, we actually end up with your DNA going into us, literally, like it breaks down and goes into us. So I mean, like I think I should be able to choose whose DNA becomes part of me.
Wow, just imagine how many people porn stars really are.
Yeah, so I do appreciate you guys giving me your thoughts on this, because I am really struggling with this one, because I want to agree. I want to go, yeah, that's assault, and it's just part of me that can't do it. So I appreciate the opinions. I really do. You said you had deep topic for it? Oh, wait, is there any other? I'm trying to remember if there's anything else on YouTube, Twitter.
Drama.
Yeah. I was on Twitter a lot today, and I don't remember anything else, so probably not. So yeah, you said deep topic?
Well, it's not really a deep topic. I just wanted to talk about something real quick, because I came up with an idea today, and someone talked. I think it was Gregory Hurst said, "Am I doing ads again?" Well, something came to mind today as I was watching some shows on Netflix. First off, I just want to say that apparently British television will make a show about anything.
Yes, they will.
Anything. Because I was flipping through Netflix just looking for some trash TV to fill the void, basically, because I just done Jessica Jones, and I was like, I need something that is intentionally silly to watch, or just intentionally like not non-committal, like it's not a series, it's just a TV show. And I came across a couple, and I watched the first episode of each of these shows. I think I'm quoting this one correctly. Nightmare Tenants and Slumlords.
Oh, dude, me and Squishy watch that every day.
Oh God! So I watched the first episode of this, and I was just like,
that show pisses me off.
They made a show of this. Okay,
dude, it pisses me off. Like listening to their laws and the shit that they have to deal with.
Oh yeah, I mean, that was the one thing about the show, is that all the trials and tribulations these landlords were going through would never happen in the U.S. because it's like, they're evicted, call the sheriff, kick their asses out. But in Britain, there's like 17 different hoops you have to jump through, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
The other one was Release the Hounds. This is a horror game show. The first episode, so basically this is how it works, apparently. They take 3 people, they drop them off in the woods, scary woods, And then they have to go through different challenges. And each of these challenges results in getting a key. And then you take this key and you go open up one of 3 boxes in a series. Each box has a increasing amount of cash in it that you then must scoop the box, put into your backpack. And then you go to this running track that's encased in fences. And each stage at this, you get a greater head start against a pack of dogs that will chase you and tackle you unless or until you get to the fence at the end and climb over.
I would watch the fuck out of that.
So I watched the first episode of this. It was absolutely ridiculous. And I thought to myself, I thought of a couple of ideas for this horror show that I thought would make it more interesting. But as I was sitting there, I was like, and the dogs, they don't like eat you. They're just trained to tackle you. That's it. Knock you down. I mean, that is a scary thing, being chased by dogs, and who knows what they might do. And honestly, I don't even know what the paperwork on release of liability is on that show.
That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
It did. But anyway, so I was thinking, I thought it's kind of stupid that the dogs don't actually kill them.
Yes.
I thought that at the very least, you could, if they get tackled by the dogs, you could cut to a dummy they then tear apart or something, just to give the impression of this horror show that they got killed. So I thought, what kind of game show could I come up with that would be entertaining and legitimately deadly all around? And I came up with Face Your Allergy.
Oh my God.
And I thought, why not take a person who's allergic to bee venom and have them run through a beehive covered in honey? And if they get to the end, they get $10.
$10?
Or like there's a treasure in a box and you have to get the key, but the key is floating on top of a swimming pool filled with peanut butter, and you have a peanut allergy. You have to go get that key.
Jesus Christ.
So basically, you're just killing people.
Yeah, well, I mean, no. Okay,
he's almost killing people.
No, it's like Saw. It's like they have a chance. They can either do it or not and have some ridiculous amount of prize in it. The other one was, if you're allergic to penicillin, here's 3 syringes. 2 of them have penicillin and one's got salt water. Which one will it be?
Oh, my God.
Were you a fan of Running Man?
Oh man, Richard Dawson in Running Man was the best part. It's like, hey,
that was a great movie.
That's Family Feud. But yeah, no. So I was just thinking, the deep topic, I guess, if there was a deep topic to this, if you could go to BBC or British television or whatever, and you could have any TV show, I mean, I'm not necessarily game show, but any reality TV show or game show that can't be a drama or something fictional, but like anything reality, what TV show would you want your name on, or what would you want to see?
Honestly, I actually know this.
Okay.
I want to see The Real Housewives of Compton.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
My wife loves The Real Housewives series, and every time I'm like, this is boring as fuck. You know what I want to see? I want to see real moms. Real people have real problems. People who, there's poverty. Their kids are fucking assholes. There's crime everywhere. And if you can give me a white people place, I'll take that too. I want to see ghetto Real Housewives. That's what I want to see.
Real Housewives of the Pine Barrens.
Real Housewives of the Trailer Park. Let me see. I want to see bitches.
My idea. That's what I was going to say. Trailer Park Housewives.
Yeah, I think that would be far more interesting. I want to see, moms who in the middle of the day have to crush out their cigarette, pissed off, and go to school because their kid told the teacher to fuck off. That's what I want to see.
Oh God!
Real Housewives.
You want to watch my life? All right.
Jesus Christ!
No, my nephew actually got in trouble, and we had to go up there because he told his teacher she was stupid.
There you go.
He asked if she was mentally deficient.
Ouch!
At least he didn't say retarded. He'd have got expelled for that.
Well, he was in fucking excuse my language. He was in first grade.
Language.
and she kept asking him, does he know his ABCs? And he was just looking at her like, don't you know your ABC? Why are you asking me? You're the teacher. And we had to he has a very high IQ. We had to explain that you can't call your teacher stupid. And he was like, but she is stupid. She has to get the answers out of a book, and it's first grade.
Ouch. He's got a point.
Real Housewives of the Ozarks.
Monk says, "Really? Excuse my language." Yeah.
If we can, before we go too far, if we can rewind a bit, few moments. SDA's new book is available for pre-order.
That's
so,
right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I forgot to mention it, and she was yelling at me in chat. So, she put the link up there. If you guys scroll back up, or I can put it back down if you want. But her book is available for pre-order, so go check it out.
Cool.
I did think of a reality show I'd probably watch.
Okay.
Because I saw on Twitter, it was like a live feed of a bunch of like British cops. And there was this one guy like just running at them, and they were all running away from him and then going back towards them and then running away from him. And I was like, I want a reality show of just the British police, like just following them around and watching what they do.
That's funny.
Because they're not allowed to have guns or anything. They can't carry weapons. So what do they do?
Just trolling British police.
Well, there's Border Security UK. I think you can find some episodes on YouTube. I don't know if they're on Netflix or anything, but again, actually, it's kind of interesting. If you watch Border Security UK and then you watch Border Security Australia, the strictness of the rules in Australia versus the kind of rules they jump through in Britain are crazy. Australia does not fuck around. If you come to their country and they don't want you there, they put your ass back on a plane and kick you out if they have any suspicions. It's actually kind of interesting because I'm kind of like, if only we would do that in the U.S. more often.
No, it's racist when it's happening.
I know.
What about you, Satsu? Any ideas?
I can't really think of anything because I don't know.
Another one.
I've seen so much shit when I was young.
I want to see a reality show where they just film the service desk at Walmart.
Oh God! Oh, you know what?
You can't have Walmart.
Now that you mention it, like a whole series about like the life of fucking retail workers.
Oh yeah,
just like the whole show or every episode is just like, this is the shit I deal with every day.
Mm-hmm.
That would be hilarious.
Or people who work at restaurants.
I had some moments at Target. There was this one time, this lady, she was like, she had to be at least between like 60, almost 70 or whatever. And oddly enough, she wasn't a bad looking lady, like for her age. She had on like a jacket and shit and sunglasses. She looked like, she was like she was acting way too young than she probably should be. And her daughter was with her. And the whole time I was talking to this lady about a TV, she was holding my hand the entire time. And I was so fucking uncomfortable because I'm just like, this lady's holding my hand and she's clearly flirting with me. And her daughter is over there with this look on her face like, Mom, please, for the love of God, let go of his hand. Because she saw how uncomfortable I was. And I was just like, dude, this needs to be on TV somewhere because she don't realize that she's holding my hand. And one of the team members, the actual Target members had came over and was like, do you know that lady? And I'm like, I have no idea who she was. I was just answering a question about a TV and she was like holding my hand. I'm just like, this is so weird.
Oh, Weibo's in chat. Weibo, apparently Luigi from Mario Brothers has a bigger dick than you. Sorry.
Oh.
You got little dick. Yeah, I there's a lot of things I'd like to see on TV that I would find interesting.
Okay. That like was my deep topic.
The retail one, I don't think people would believe. If you haven't worked retail or service, you wouldn't believe the shit people go through.
Oh, hell no. There are things I wouldn't believe that happened unless it was happening. Like it happened to me. Because I'm like, how the fuck is this even possible? Yeah.
The old man with the razor. I'm still in awe of that moment. We came out of our morning meeting and I walked out to my department. I ran HBA and there's a little old man standing there. And I asked him if I can help him. And he holds up this razor. He goes, I need to get one of these. He goes, it was my wife's razor. I really like it. And he looks at me and he goes, I think she shaved her cunt with it. This dude was like, I swear to God, this guy was like 80. And I'm like, and then he puts it up to his nose and goes, yep. I'm like,
oh no.
Ew.
I don't even know how to deal with that.
Dude. I'd have broke down. I'm clocking out. That's it.
I went, well, the razors are over here. And I just tried to help him like normal. But it turns out this guy and his wife used to come in all the time and they were just fucking disgusting. And yeah, they used to do sexual shit all over the store. So yeah, he actually sniffed the razor and went, yup. And I was like, first of all, hearing an old man say cunt is funny. But yeah.
I got attacked by cranberry sauce cans while working retail.
Nice.
Yeah, this guy came in just totally drunk, and I worked in the deli, and he was trying to get me to discount the ribs for him because they were cheaper at a different store. I was trying to explain I couldn't just do that. Like, it's on a time, like we scan it, and if it's not the day that you're supposed to mark them down, it won't let you do it. And he got so mad at me, and he was like screaming and yelling, so I had to call for help, and the management came, and the next thing, it was around Thanksgiving, and they have those little stands up of Thanksgiving food, and the next thing I know, he was just chunking cranberry sauce cans at everybody. And I'm hiding behind the fried chicken. It was so weird. They finally got him out of the store, but they took his keys from him, so the cops found him walking down the street, like the wrong side of the street, like 30 minutes later, and he ended up in jail for attacking people at a grocery store.
Yeah.
Nicodemus says you should have asked to smell the razor and then agreed to smell, or it smelled like his wife. When I told my coworkers the story, they said the same thing. But when you're in that moment, your brain just goes blank. I had nothing. I was just like,
plus, what if it really smelled like that? Like, ew.
Oh, and by the way, this razor was disgusting. It was covered in hair. He hadn't like rinsed it out or anything. That dude was so nasty.
Oh my God.
Let's see. We got 14 minutes till we turn it over to chat. So we need something to talk about. Did I ever mention, because we were talking about free bleeding before the stream started, guys?
Oh God.
Oh God, yeah, we were. You were.
Did I ever mention on stream that I owe my catchphrase to free bleeding?
Yes.
Oh, your life makes me sad.
Yeah, you told that story. Yeah.
I don't know.
You owe it to friends.
I owe that part of it, but it came from the free bleeding video.
Right.
And I wonder what happened to those women. Do you think they free bleed now?
No, they couldn't even handle it. They remember in the video they were supposed to be doing it for a week, and they did it for one day.
They bled to death, Monkey. They're all dead.
I think. I just wonder about weird things like that. Like, okay, so maybe one of them was like, you know what, this ain't so bad. So they just use puppy pads all over the house.
It's so ridiculous because all they proved is that you need a pad outside your pad, and they're ruining their clothes. Like, it's less expensive to go buy pads than it is to try to get blood out of pants or buy new pants every month. I mean,
so really what we need is, when we hear stories like this, we need somebody to come back like a year or two later, do a follow-up, and then make a video that basically has a Animal House ending that says where they are now.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
It's like Jennifer went on to become or something stupid.
Quill, yes, it is from Friends, but it was in my video about free bleeding that I first used it.
Wasn't the whole point of that video because they were talking about they wanted to start getting like free ones, like women should get free ones because it's a necessity or whatever, and they were like, we can't survive without them, and then they did an entire video showing them survive without them.
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
and they're
it's
just
technically for a charity that these women gave tampons to homeless women.
Yeah. But I
thought it was to get rid of taxes on it or something.
There's also the push, to get rid of the pink tax.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is stupid. Just buy cheap pads or reusable ones if you're that, penny pinching.
Well, I know how to. I shut down the pink tax conversation every time because they always end up shooting themselves in the foot with this one statement. Because every person who pushes that argument always ends up fucking up and saying they're just like men's products, so why do they cost more? I'm like, well, buy men's product.
Buy the men's product.
You stupid bitch. Like, all you're telling me now is that you're bad at shopping. That's
beat the pink tax by buying blue.
That's what I say too, because they're like, well, the men's razors are cheaper, and I'm like, then buy the men's razors. I buy the freaking Bic razors that comes with like 76 in a freaking bag for $3. Come on now.
What kills me though is they're just the same. They're the same product, so I don't understand why you have to pay different. I'm like, okay, well, buy that one then. And they're like, well, it doesn't really work for my hair. How are they the same? But this one doesn't work for you, and that one does. They're not the same.
Yeah,
fucking idiot.
Yeah,
you're paying for the difference. That's why you buy it, because it works for your hair.
Plus, if you're stupid enough to buy something just because it has flowers or it's pink or something, you deserve to pay more. You're stupid.
And that's what I was saying. You can argue that the companies are wrong for targeting women that way, but you're literally looking at a trap that has the word trap on it in all caps, and you're like, oh, look, and fucking jumping into it, you fucking moron. Like
well, it's like that stupid commercial about shoes where they're saying women need to make more money because women spend more money on crap. I'm like, yeah, you're just now you're saying we need to make more money because a lot of women are dumb and spend more money on stuff than the men do, so we have to make more. That's not how working works. You don't get paid for how much you spend, you get paid for how much you work.
Yeah.
Well, no, because you also have that push for like maternity leave for 6 goddamn months, paid maternity leave for 6 months. Look, I'm all for, some maternity leave because you don't want to have the baby in the office. But if you get pregnant, that's not your boss's fault. It's not your company's fault.
Well, there's also the maternities.
The maternities, yeah.
Maternity.
It's completely stupid. It's like, I want to have maternity leave without having the baby. And it's like, wait, what?
They have fucking paternity leave now. Dad needs to take time off.
I don't think that's a super bad idea as long as it's not a long, big thing. Because right after you have a baby, it's kind of hard to do some things. So, just saying, if dad's having a little time off isn't a bad idea.
And that we have the Family Medical Leave Act that'll do that. FMLA. You don't have to have a whole separate thing for it. The reason women get maternity leave is because they push a baby out of their twat. Dudes aren't doing that.
It takes us at least 6 weeks to get back to not being a total mess too, like body wise.
Every guy who's had a woman have a baby knows that 6-week mark because that's when you can hit it again.
Yeah, I never followed that rule, but yeah.
Oh, we did. I had that shit marked out too. Like 3, 2, 1. Time up, baby. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Go ahead.
Oh, the maternities just trip me out because there's a reason you get and they were saying, yeah, I've heard people be like, yeah, we get 6 months or we get 4 months. I'm like, dude, my job got pissy and told me I had to come back in 4 weeks.
Tommy's oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I say Tommy says most paternity leave is unpaid right now, but there's a push for paid paternity leave. And again, there's some people that are pushing for 6 months paternity leave. You can look this shit up. I'm not making it up.
Yeah, my maternity leave wasn't even paid, so I don't get that. No.
Monk says gotta let those stitches heal. Yeah. And them little bastards come out and fuck up the pussy on the way, and that's why dads leave. I'm just kidding. That's fucked up.
You're terrible.
Speaking of that, Willow said next time, you have to have me on stream again sometime when they're here because they're not here right now. They're at their dad's.
Oh, the kids aren't there.
Mad at you for that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tell them I said hi.
I will.
And I'm sorry. Tell them I said I'm sorry.
Okay.
So we're close enough to the bottom of the hour. Chat, you guys have been very active till now. Don't stop because it's your turn. If you have questions, comments, concerns, if you want to ask Pop-Tart about her ethnic preferences, now is the time to do it.
Oh my god. You see what BG said, Monkey?
Sometimes it's the boss's fault a woman gets pregnant. That's true. And in that case, yeah. Oh, because of YouTube, I was watching, and I did say YouTube, not YouTube. These two, Satsu and Scribe. I was watching compilations of "You Are Not the Father." Those were tripping me out.
I'm just like, these people are wilding out. I mean, I understand you're happy and shit, but I'm just like, dude.
Monkey, you're being asked, do you like black guys?
I love Satsu. I love Pat.
He really loves Pat.
Yeah,
No,
and Chaos is saying Pop Tart isn't shy. Ask away, and that is true. I'll answer pretty much any questions. I don't have very much shame.
I used to work with a black guy many years ago when I worked at McDonald's when I was really young. And then I eventually went on to work at Walmart. And you have to understand how white this area is. Seeing a black person is actually like a big deal. So he would come into the store occasionally, and we were really good friends. So I would give him a hug, and then suddenly all these white people are looking at me. And you suddenly realize how white you are when you're hugging a black guy in an all-white city.
And they're like, oh my God, what is he doing?
He's touching a black man. Yeah. So yeah, I like black guys. What's everyone's favorite bad porn? I don't watch bad porn.
Bad porn? Yeah, if it's bad, it's not my favorite.
The ones that I don't get off on.
I don't watch bad porn either. You're also being asked.
Sorry, I was about to say I watched
compilations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they do get to the actual, doing it a lot faster in the compilations.
Real quick, fuck your Fifis. I get your name. Nice. Asking the GoFundMe for Beard Barry and get a shout out, raising money to help him on YouTube. Guys, check out his channel. I believe the links are there. Also, you can check him out on Twitter.
So, favorite flavor of Pop-Tart, y'all?
Oh, chocolate chip cookie.
I don't eat Pop-Tarts.
Oh, you don't eat them for breakfast because those are straight snacks.
No, I
don't care what.
I like the wild berry ones.
You get the chocolate chip cookie ones, you're basically eating a giant square cookie.
Yay.
Sorry, I'm coughing.
Rectangular monkey.
True.
Mine actually changes. Most of the time it is wild berry. I also go more old school with cinnamon and brown sugar.
Do you guys believe in, because there are some that I eat regular, like just right out of the pack. There are some that I will microwave, and there are some that I freeze. It depends on which ones they are, because they all taste better depending.
I only eat three kinds. I eat cherry, I eat chocolate, and I eat chocolate chip. The chocolate and chocolate chip I just warm up in the microwave, even though they're better in a toaster. And the cherry ones I eat just regular, just out of the pack. Real quick, Keegan says, Ranting Monkey, why can't I quit you? Because I'm fucking awesome. I'm amazing. Oh, did we explain the story about why the thing says what's a Satsu? Dark Isle says, so Monkey, what is a Satsu? That actually comes from Grand Monkey. Yesterday before the stream, she came down and said hi to Weibo and Scribe and Satsu. And when she was upstairs, Lady Monkey asked her, do you want to go say hi to Scribe? She said, yeah. And she goes, you want to go say hi to Satsu? And she goes, what's a Satsu? No, that's all that was. Flare Fritz, thank you so much. Pop-Tarts or ravioli. Doesn't matter if a company says they aren't. Of course, they would want to cover up their tracks, Poppy. No. Raviolis are Pop-Tarts.
I will hurt you, Fritz.
Let's see.
He likes to upset me that way. I did get asked how many kids I have. I have 2 that are in my home, and then I have one that was adopted by a friend. So technically, I have 3.
Tres.
Infinity War has already outsold Black Panther in pre-sales. I'm not surprised. That fucking trailer looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there's a good question.
Asked, do we eat Pop-Tarts with butter? I have.
Do I look like Eric Cartman?
That just seems
I've never
wrong.
Seen you.
I don't. I'm a very pretty man. Matt K asks, who's better, Bearing or Undoomed? It depends on what you're looking for. I like both of them. I like both of their content. I can't choose. That's like choosing my favorite of Scribe and Satsu.
I don't know. Due to my personal taste, I think I like Bearing a little bit more. Yeah, that's just no particular reason, but I can just see myself watching more consecutive Bearing videos than Undoomed videos.
I think understand this question.
I think Bearing is more consistently funny, but I think they both do a great job in what they do. What were you saying, Poppy?
Oh, I don't understand the next question. What part's ethnic preference?
I think they were asking what's Poppy's ethnic preference.
To what?
Well, like they asked if you like blacks. Do you like people? What color people?
In
do you
general,
like?
no, I don't like people.
I like orange people.
I don't actually like. I mean, it as friends or as like romantically. I already have my other half, and he just so happens to be English and German. He runs around the house occasionally screaming, "I'm the great oppressor."
Nice.
Just because of his ancestry.
Placenta Smoothie wants to know, Satsu, when did you find out you have autism?
Just now.
There you go.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Wow. That's amazing.
Mash asked if I'm looking forward to Deadpool 2. I never watched Deadpool 1.
What is wrong with you?
That is such a great movie.
Yeah, Deadpool 2's looking like it's got some problems.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, Deadpool 1 was looking like it had some problems, but
not the way that this one is. When a preview screening comes out and it's like everybody that said it was like had no story for the first third of the movie or something.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
those kind of problems. Okay.
I'm hoping it's really good, but yeah, we'll see. Who do you expect or hope will die in Infinity War? Are we all pretty much agreed Captain America is a goner?
Yeah, Captain America
Probably.
and Iron Man, I think, are gonna die. That's my
those would be my guesses.
At least Cap. I don't know about anybody else, but at least Cap. Probably somebody else. It's got to be somebody who's only got a mantle they could pass on. So,
well, I think Iron Man could pass his to Spider-Man, right?
Not a roadie, maybe, but no, I don't think Iron Man's gonna die. I think Tony retires or something, or it's a self-sacrifice kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah.
But who becomes the new Iron Man after that?
Riri.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
I got asked leather or lace. Why not leather and lace?
Oh, there's a great question. Chaos asks, why are there only 75 likes? Guys, you know my ego is so fragile. What are you doing to me?
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Hit that like button. You're going to make me cry.
Hey, we need to start using the Hillary Clinton way to motivate our people.
Oh, my God. Did you guys see the tweet that I responded to today? Somebody said that they were talking about black politicians, and they actually said Hillary Hillary counts as a black woman too because of the civil rights work she did.
No, that's not how race works. And just so no more questions come up about my preferences, either romantically or any other way wise, I'm one of those weird people. I'm not actually super attracted to the outside of people. It's more personality wise. So it doesn't really matter what shade you come in.
She just told her boyfriend's ugly. I like ugly people.
I don't know. He's in one of my streams, so go look at him and find out.
Oh.
Who's your favorite comic book villain?
I didn't read
Venom.
Comics.
I love Venom.
Old school Venom is really good, but ultimately,
yeah.
I think classically it's got to come down to Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom, his in classic construction of just being like a pragmatic villain, like he will team up with Spider-Man if it will get his ends done. But then if Spider-Man even steps out of line, he'll try to kill him. He's just very, very. I like his pragmatism. I like the fact that he's sort of a gray area bad guy sometimes, and that he'll just do what's best for him, even though he's a violent dictator. Yeah.
For the record, Hammer's saying that Poppy's man is a good-looking guy. Okay.
Yeah. He also said he's secure enough in his toxic masculinity to say so.
What else we got here, guys? Don't forget to ask us questions. Did you guys hear that Black Panther isn't popular in China?
Yeah,
that's shocking.
I read that somewhere.
Aren't Chinese people like actual in China? Aren't they known for being fairly racist?
let's put this in perspective. They really liked the the Warcraft movie, so their taste probably isn't the best. I am a hardcore World of Warcraft fan, and I sat there with that movie going, God damn it! It wasn't Dungeons and Dragons bad. Which, by the way, I did see you can buy a 2-pack of Dungeons and Dragons movies at Walmart if you.
You know what? The second Dungeons and Dragons movie, I've seen this. It was like the Black Dragon or something. It's actually better than the first one.
How could it not be?
Well, I know, but it's even lower budget and it's even cheesier. But I watched it with some friends several years ago, and I'm not going to say it's a good movie, but in relation to the first Dungeons and Dragons movie, it's actually decent. It's a decent B movie. Let's put it that way.
Thank you, Cryptic. Racist. Yeah, probably. Sarah Plyer wants. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I lost it anyways. Oh, Sarah Plyer. I'm gonna say everyone's name's wrong. Labyrinth or Princess Bride, and I was gonna say Labyrinth.
Princess Bride. Princess Bride is a overall better movie.
Well, the only thing that ever got Willow to stop crying when she was a baby was putting on the Labyrinth in front of her and letting her watch it for like 6 hours straight. So
does Willow like Willow?
Willow actually really did like Willow. Okay. That's the only reason her dad let me name her Willow.
The Princess Bride I watch probably 2 or 3 times a year. There's very few movies I do that with. I was not a fan of Labyrinth. I didn't like it.
The only thing that worried me on Labyrinth was David Bowie's bulge.
Every girl I knew growing up was like, "Oh, David Bowie's area."
No, not me. I was avoiding that shit. I was like, no.
Yeah. There's a special place in my heart sentimentally for Labyrinth, but watching it now, obviously I see the rough edges, but yeah.
I forgot to mention, guys, Squishy's birthday is tomorrow.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to be doing we're going to be doing it at 9:00. We've decided. So the stream's going to be at 9 tomorrow. She's going to be playing Ark because that's her favorite game. And I've put together some stuff. I built some stuff in there for her to navigate through in celebration of her birthday. So it should be interesting. And
that'll be on his main channel, Satsu 2 Cents.
My main channel tomorrow.
Be there.
Yes, absolutely be there. It is very important. Because Squishy will get pissed.
BG asks, Ranting Monkey, your favorite romantic comedy? I'm going with How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I fucking love that movie. It's cheesy and stupid, but I like it. I also like Hitch. Hitch was pretty good.
I don't know.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Yes. Same time Lords of the Night usually starts. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing. You guys are gonna make me talk about really weird shit.
I know, y'all can ask me anything, and so far it's been extremely tame.
Green Death says I'll be there if I'm not sleeping off. What was that? I'm sorry.
No, she said that it was tame, and I asked, was that wishful thinking?
Huh.
Did she...
Sylvanus wants to know if we have a movie that'll make you cry.
Iron Giant at the end. And if you're a real sappy person and a real romantic, Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeve and Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, what the hell her name was.
What the hell?
Yeah, I slipped my tongue, but anyway. She just did Playboy, for God's sake. So anyway,
Jane Seymour, right?
Yeah, Jane Seymour. Yeah, Jane Seymour and Christopher Reeve. That movie is a tearjerker date movie if you ever needed one.
Hammer just asked, how long have I been with my man? Almost 10 years. And you already know that, Hammer.
You missed BG's question.
I'm still trying to answer the other one. A movie that makes you cry would be Dead Poet Society for me. That one always does. And that's more because it came out around the time my brother killed himself. And if you've seen the movie, you'd know why that's important. Where was BG's question? I got to scroll back up here. Where the hell is he? His was the romantic comedy one. What other one did he ask?
No, he asked Pop-Tart what's her favorite type of porn, and she ignored it.
Oh, toys.
She said twice.
Mash says
sex toys.
Mash, I didn't see your question. Weibo got very excited about the crotch bulge. Mash, I don't see a question from you.
I have an excuse for missing questions. I'm half blind, so.
What else we got here?
Well, you can read half the question.
Nice. What's better, cats or dogs? Cats. I don't like how needy dogs are.
I know, right?
Neither in my house, but I guess if I had to pick, probably dogs. Cats are douches.
Somebody keeps asking. Oh, there it is. Anarcho-capitalist asks, who's my favorite porn star? I don't watch porn and get invested in the actresses or actors. I personally prefer amateur porn because I like slutty, nasty bitches who are real. I don't know their names at all.
Was that a universal question or was that just a monkey?
It was just to me, but you guys can answer too.
Oh.
I didn't know porn stars had names.
There you go.
That's fucked up.
Let's see. Krista Mays, Celeste, and Nikki Dial are probably my all-time favorites.
Oh, Shiogareth, god damn you. What's the difference between an Al-Qaeda base and a Pakistani school? I don't know. I just fly the drone.
It's not okay.
Quill says, have you seen the hot mess of a video, gun control explained with cats? And if so, are you going to do a video on it? I haven't seen it.
What? No.
I have not seen it either.
I will write that down.
I'm going to go see it later.
See what? I'm sorry. I missed that.
I'm not sure what you missed.
Have you seen the hot mess of a video, gun control? Oh, okay. There you go.
Explain with cats. I'm writing it down so I can look at it later.
How do cats explain gun control?
I don't know. Let's see what's next. Favorite Christmas movie. Now, of course, Die Hard. But if you're talking about an actual Christmas themed movie, probably does The Ref count?
The Ref's good. Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ernest Saves Christmas is awesome.
Yeah, The Ref's pretty good. But that's still just only thinly a Christmas movie too. So.
Well, it kind of has the Christmas themes of family eventually coming together. And...
I guess.
Okay.
Christmas Vacation is really probably the best Christmas movie.
Vacation is awesome.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation.
Let's see. Favorite type of jokes. Dark. Yeah. Shiogorath is probably spot on. Let's see. What else we got, guys? What are your thoughts on sweet Polish smush cookies like Weibo Jones and mine? I've never seen them, so I can't comment.
Or like the rest of us supposed to answer that, or just you?
If you want to, yes.
I don't like smush cookies at all.
There you go.
They look like angry clams.
Like in Merry Christmas, shitter was full. I love that movie. I also like Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
That's a good one, yeah. Monkey sounded just like Baby Monkey there. Did I? What'd I do?
I don't know.
How did he manage that? That's a few octaves higher than I think Monkey can manage.
Yeah, I got a deep voice, and she got that cute little squeaky one.
Oh,
Weibo ain't got no smush cookie. She got a meat hammer.
Oh!
Ranting Monkey, do not eat the Girl Scout smush cookies. Oh my god.
No.
Read before you read, dummy. One of these days I will learn that.
Well, at least it said do not.
Yeah. I've asked every guest what their favorite type of porn. Well, other than the girl Scribe had on who thought she hurt his feelings, and everyone was on good behavior. Oh, yeah.
What?
The girl that you made the video about, and we brought her on.
Daphne Explorers.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everybody was pretty nice, and you guys were on you were pretty good. I'm impressed with your restraint that night. Favorite comedian? Right, living is probably Dave Chappelle, or living and active, I should say, and all time is definitely George Carlin.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up between Carlin and Pryor, I think.
Oh, they're both so good.
I really like Bill Burr. He's funny as
Yeah,
fuck
Bill
to me.
Burr
Burr's
is
funny.
pretty funny. I like Bill Burr.
So what's that dude with the funny laugh? The British comedian. You go,
You mean Ricky
Somebody-
Gervais?
No, somebody in chat mentioned him earlier. What the fuck is his name? Oh, he's dirty as shit. Jimmy Carr?
Oh, Jimmy Carr. Oh, Jimmy Carr is great. Yeah, Jimmy Carr.
He's fucking
God,
awesome.
He's dirty as hell. Oh, Billy Connolly. I like Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly's excellent. Yeah.
Billy Connolly, good. Yeah, Jimmy Carr's got some.
Oh,
he's got some dark.
He's fucking horrible.
Oh man, did you ever hear him tell the most tasteless joke he knows?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Apparently there's 2 questions every guest must answer, and y'all haven't asked me.
You know him. Come on, give us your answers. You don't know the 2 questions? Okay. Is cereal soup?
No.
Wrong. And number 2, how do you feel about tongue buttering turtle caves?
Depends on the situation.
Okay.
As long as that ass is clean. Oh, sorry.
As long as that ass is clean. There's a great ringtone for you.
There you go.
Oh.
Could you imagine just sitting out in public and just chilling in somebody's phone? It's like, as long as that ass is clean. You're like, oh, sorry, that's my phone.
And then you pick up the phone and go, oh, hi, Mom.
Yeah, right. Hey, Mom, what's up?
Oh, Monk, we can't be friends anymore.
I think that's pretty. That kind of reminds me of my old ringtone when I lived in the middle of the nowhere country. Was Eminem "Shake That Ass for Me"?
Oh my god!
I used to get so many weird looks.
I think the worst ringer I've ever heard, or like ringtone or whatever, was this dude back in high school had one that was like, "Down, he's got a gun" or some shit like that, and oh my god, that did not go well in numerous situations.
Monk says Eddie Murphy Delirious was funny as fuck. Raw was meh. You are
Really?
wrong, sir.
I
You
like
are
Raw
wrong.
more than Delirious.
Yeah, Delirious was good. It really was, but Raw was better.
Yeah, I really liked Raw a lot more than Delirious. Well, not
Monk,
a lot more, but definitely more.
You need to examine your life and make some changes.
Get your shit together.
I like how Titus doesn't have to rely on political comedy and also manages new material for pretty much every set he does. I'm not sure who he is.
Oh, is it Christopher Titus you're talking about?
Could be.
I haven't seen him do stand up in a long time.
I like Bo Burnham.
My
my
man was recently watching Christopher Titus, so I think he just recently came out with this.
Oh, okay.
I also really like Jim Gaffigan, and except for King Baby, he is spot on every time.
Hot Pocket.
I like Bo Burnham's songs. I don't know if you can call what he does stand up, like, because it's like it's different, but his songs are hilarious.
Fuck Your Fifi says Mitch Hedberg was hilarious. I have a CD of his, and it is really awesome because it comes with the produced set, and then you also have the complete show that he did that night, and it is amazing how different they are. There's actually one point where he's basically Jeb Bush begging for people to clap for him.
Oh God,
because the joke landed so poorly. And yeah, I like Mitch Hedberg. He had some decent stuff, but he also he missed a lot.
Yeah, Hedberg was never that consistent for me, so I never really found him all that funny. A lot of people love him, and I guess it's sort of like with me and Bill Hicks and you. It's like you don't understand everything else. I never really got what the big deal was about Mitch Hedberg.
Monk, yeah, I was just about to mention him. Stephen Wright is fucking awesome, or used to be. I haven't seen him in a long time, but his one-liners, amazing, fucking amazing.
Yeah, the delivery. It was really about the delivery most of the time.
Sure, yeah.
We got what song would be hilariously wrong but funny at your funeral, and I would say "Highway to Hell."
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I can't think of any because at my funeral, people would expect something weird.
Yeah.
Nobody here likes Jim Norton. Jim Norton. If he's who I'm thinking of, I'm going to say no.
Norton, he's okay on the radio, but I never really thought he was that great.
I don't remember people's names. That's why I name people most of the time, like just random stuff.
Yeah, he's not horrible. He's just one that I don't think is very consistent either.
You know who I love? Amy Schumer. She's so funny.
Yeah.
My twat stinks. Ha ha. Fuck that nasty.
Isn't that hilarious how slutty I am? Funny jokes.
Now, speaking of Amy Schumer being funny, oh shit, I just lost his name. The dude who died that she stole all his bits. Big fat black guy. Somebody help me out here.
Oh, Patrice?
Yeah, Patrice O'Neill. Thank you.
Yeah.
He was funny as fuck. That his last stand-up, which by the way you can find on YouTube, his family put it up there to try to raise money and stuff. It is so goddamn funny. I laughed so hard watching that, and I've seen it like 4 times.
There's this interview kind of thing, clip of him on Fox News with I think a feminist or something, and his burns on her are just so good. It's such a great little piece.
Wait, what is? I think it's Aries Spears.
Aries. Yeah, Aries Spears. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Used to be on Mad TV.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck too.
Sometimes I think he tries too hard.
It do seem like he do, but for the most part, like I generally laugh at most of his shit.
He does an excellent Eddie Murphy impression.
Yeah.
Let's see. I do love Ron White. I don't know if that's the Ron you're talking about there. Ron White has a wicked wit, and he sets up a story so fucking well for the payoff. It's just too.
I like how he's always carrying around a drink.
It's sad he's such an alcoholic because it really has affected his career some.
Yeah.
Lewis Black, I think, can be funny. I don't like when he goes into his screaming fits. I don't even mind his politics because he is definitely left wing. He's still a funny guy. You know who I miss doing stand up is Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart used to be really funny.
Yeah, used to be.
Used to be, yeah.
Well, a lot of people used to be funny.
Sam Kinison was great.
Yeah, he could get away with the screaming because it kind of made it work for some reason. But
there's a. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, his background as a preacher helped with that.
Yeah, it did because I mean his ability to project and articulate everything, and also, I mean, he took all the skills he got being a preacher and just turned them on their ear. It's kind of his life story is a really weird one, but it's also very interesting.
Yeah.
There's a comedian that I've been watching on YouTube for a while. I think it's Steve Hofstetter or something like that.
He does a lot of I've actually tweeted him before, got a comment back from him.
He deals with hecklers a lot. Like they come to the show to heckle him, and he fucking destroys them.
I don't know who that is.
He's really good. He's a redhead.
Yeah, redhead.
Yeah, he's good. He's good at the heckling part. I don't know that I've ever seen stuff where he actually does stand up. I've seen his heckle responses more so.
Yeah, he blocked me because he said something really stupid because he is a male feminist.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he doesn't like me. But he is funny. His comebacks to the audience are great.
Oh hell yeah, man!
Robin Harris used to be great at that too.
We got asked an inappropriate song for a wedding, like you choose. I haven't found what I'm looking for.
That's fucking
the one that actually gets played at weddings a lot that is so messed up is the Macarena. Because if anyone actually knows the lyrics to it, it's about a woman like cheating on her boyfriend while he's out of town with her 2 best friends. Well, I mean his 2 best friends.
Wow.
I would say Rock the Cradle of Love.
Yeah, especially if it's a summer-winter romance kind of thing. I think Love Hurts would be a bad one to have a dance to at a wedding.
What's love got to do with it?
How about Separated?
You gotta keep them separated. Oh, or is there another song called Separated?
It is an R&B song called Separated.
Oh, I was thinking of the other one. Never mind.
Yeah, somebody said White Wedding because if you actually listen to the lyrics of that song, it's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give you that one.
Or fuck you, you hoe, I don't want you back.
Yeah, yeah. Let me smell you, dick. That would be a good one.
Don't stand so close to me.
Guys, we got 6 minutes left. If you got questions, comments, concerns, now's the time. Lucky Pop Tart, you down with OPP?
Yeah, you know me.
I love that song. I really do.
God, other people's
I know
property.
Earlier somebody said, like, they framed it as a question, but I don't know how, that you're old, Monkey is old enough to remember Jeff Foxworth.
Oh,
and
Jeff,
I'm like, wait, are you calling?
Foxworthy.
Yeah, Foxworthy. Thank you. I'm like, wait, are you calling me old? Because I remember him.
I remember when he wasn't famous. He was on one of Rodney King. God damn it, Rodney Dangerfield's specials that he used to do on HBO.
Rodney King. Wow.
Don Rickles was awesome. Yeah, God, that you went old school on that, Data.
Oh, Rickles never stopped being funny.
Rickles
I don't know.
was great.
I saw footage of him like shortly before he died and everything, and he was still just the way that he could walk in a room and immediately own the audience, and anything he said was acceptable because it was just him. You know, even if it was the most acidic shit, everybody was just loved it.
It was a mark of honor to have him insult you.
Yeah, it really was. It's almost like Weird Al doing a parody of your song. It's almost like now you've made it.
yeah.
Unless you're Coolio.
Unless you're Coolio, yeah. Or actually, Paul McCartney forbade him from doing a parody of Live or Let Die. It was going to be Chicken Pot Pie.
Nice.
but Paul McCartney didn't want him to do it because he thought it was disrespectful. And I always thought Chicken Pot Pie. Great.
Oh my god.
I used to like Dennis Leary until I realized he needed Bill Hicks alive to be funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You want to see Dennis Leary get his ass kicked? Look up Colin Quinn, Dennis Leary, and what's the guy that died? Shit. Oh fuck! I'm gonna find it and send you the link because I suddenly forget his name. But Dennis Leary just gets absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, send me that because I'd be interested to watch that. Like I know Carlos Mencia was rightfully drummed out of comedy, basically.
Oh, Greg Giraldo.
Oh, Greg Giraldo.
Greg Giraldo versus Dennis Leary. I'll send you the link here in a second. It is epically amazing how much Giraldo just tore down Leary. It's great.
Leary, because the Carlos Mencia thing was often compared to Dennis Leary stealing all of Hicks's stuff. Yeah. Mencia was a much better performer. It's so sad he didn't just have his own writers because he could have been a great like TV host. George Carlin, yeah, we talked. Fucking George was the gold standard, man. George and Pryor. A lot of people put Lenny Bruce in there. I never thought Lenny Bruce was funny. I've never seen anything I thought of that Lenny Bruce did that was funny. He was more shocking than funny.
Yeah, that was his claim to fame at the time, is that he went all past the taboos of just his subject matter, but he wasn't actually that funny.
Yeah. Giraldo died a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. I was
years now.
Unfortunately, Giraldo was great. If you ever watch his contributions to those Comedy Central roasts,
yeah,
it was so good.
Bill Cosby, yeah, he great fucking comedian. Bill Cosby himself still holds up well today.
Yeah, it's still good, even though he might be creepy.
I still think he's getting hosed on that, guys. What's this steam abort? I don't know. I want to see my doctor, Vinny Boombass. Yes. Oh God. Let's see, guys. 1 minute left. Last chance to ask Poppy anything you want to know.
Apparently, people aren't that interested in me.
How many? Oh, Shieldgrath. That is just wrong on this day. How many potatoes does it take to kill an Irishman? None. That's fucked up.
Is it bad that it made me laugh?
That's not right today. That's like making a Martin Luther King joke during February. That ain't right. Okay, guys. Actually, you know what? We're close enough to the top of the hour. So, chat, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for the donations tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us and interacting with us. And you guys are awesome. I love you. I'm so happy to see you every night. Scribbles, Satsu, thank you for joining me as always. Poppy, you know I love you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Everybody, your life makes me sad. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Piss off.
Oh, God.